Small Cotton Creations here. I'm doing a video today on just how to crochet a simple puff flower. I do have another series of videos on how to do the puff flower with an outline, as you may have seen in other tops and items I've made. That series also teaches you how to connect the flowers and design different panels with the flowers. So don't get that confused with this video. This is a pattern that you can find all over the internet. It's super simple. There's variations, but I'm going to just show you how I do a simple puff flower without an outline. So you're going to need two different colors unless you want the inside of your flower to be the same color as the outside, which is totally fine. I'm going to start with my inside color, obviously, and I'm going to make either a magic circle or if you want to just make a loop and pull through, that's what I do. And I make my first stitch pretty small. If you do a magic circle, then you can like pull it tight later, but I just make a chain and make sure it's a small chain. So I'm going to chain one here, and I'm going to work 12 HDCs into that first chain or the magic circle. All right, so as you can see, my hole did open up a little bit. I think it'll look fine for your puff stitch, but if you don't like the way that it looks, you can definitely make a smaller chain, or you can tighten your magic circle if you did that. But we're gonna go ahead and slip stitch into the top of that first HDC. And you should have 12 stitches here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stitches that you're going to be able to work into. So you can go ahead and fasten off if you want, or you can change colors. I have a video for changing colors without having ends. I'm going to fasten off right now and tie off just for the sake of this video. So there's the center of our flower. Okay. So now with our petal color, we're gonna go ahead and pull up a loop wherever in whatever stitch you want. Top of one of the HDCs. And we're going to chain 3, and then we're going to yarn over, and this is where the puff stitch comes into play. I don't know if you've ever done a puff stitch, but pay attention here. It's a little different than other stitches. I like to hold the yarn with my finger, that way it doesn't slide down the hook as you insert it into the same exact stitch. And then you're going to pull up a long loop. Sorry, I'm trying to crochet over my end there. Just like that, and you want it to be the length of the 3 chains. And then we're gonna do this again. Hold your finger there. Now you like to grab this one, pull it up next to it, make sure it's the same length. don't pull it tight because you don't want it to get smaller. You want it to make sure it stays loose enough that you can pull up a loop. Ugh. I'm going to fix that real quick. I don't know why whenever I'm making videos, my cotton yarn just wants to heck with me. Alright, so there's 2, and then we're going to do it again. So we're going to yarn over, insert, and pull up a long loop for 3 into that same stitch that we pulled up that petal color. And then we're going to do it again with 3, yarn over, and pull up a long loop into the next stitch. So 1, 2, 3. And then now what we're gonna do is, if you got everything nice and long, it's okay if it goes down a little bit and gets a little bit shorter. Your petals just won't be as big. We're gonna yarn over and we're gonna pull through all the loops on the hook. And then we're going to yarn over and we'll just chain 1. And that's kind of the end of our puff stitch. And now we're gonna do a chain 3. Usagi, get out of here. You know you're not allowed in here. Get out. I have to go chase my cat out of here. She's bad. We left the door cracked. So we're gonna chain 3 and we're gonna slip stitch into that next stitch. All right, BRB. Get out. Okay, back. Okay, so we are going to chain 3 again and start our next puff stitch. So we're gonna yarn over and insert into that same stitch, pull up a long loop, do that 3 times. Yarn over, pull up a long loop in the same stitch, yarn over, pull up a long loop in the same stitch for 3 total. And then we're gonna pull through all, oops, I lied, we're not gonna do that. Don't make that mistake. Okay, we have to do a whole nother 3 into the next stitch here. 1, 2, 3, sorry. So we should have 6, 12, 13 loops on the hook. And you're gonna pull through all of those. There we go. And then do a chain. That's what it should look like. And then we're gonna chain 3 and slip stitch into the next stitch. Let me do it one more for you here. All right, so we slip stitched into the next stitch. We're gonna chain 3, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, pull up a long loop, 1, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, pull up a long loop, 2, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, pull up a long loop, 3. My hair wants to join us. And then we're gonna work into the next stitch here. Yarn over, pull up a long loop into the next stitch, 1. Yarn over, pull up a long loop into the next stitch, 2. Well, that same stitch now. Yarn over, pull up a long loop, 3 into that same stitch. And then we're gonna yarn over, pull through all of the loops on the hook, chain 1, and then we're gonna 1, 2, 3, down and slip stitch into that next stitch. Now we should be able to do 3 more there. Go ahead and do that. I'm gonna check back in at the end here and show you guys how to finish. I am back. I just finished off with my last chain 3 for the last puff. There should be 6 total, and I'm going to slip stitch into that same stitch that I first pulled up, my first petal. And then I'm going to, depending on what I'm gonna do, so if I'm just gonna tie off, I can cut off a shorter amount, or if I'm gonna make it a dangling flower, do a longer one, or if I'm going to, I guess like, stitch it onto something, like as in a pleat, then maybe you want a longer one. So I'm going to pull through here. You can tie a knot if you want. I usually just pull it tight And I'm doing a dangling flower, so I'm going to, because I want it to dangle from the top of a stitch, I'm going to insert my hook and just feed it through a bunch of stitches all the way down like this, from the top of the petal down to where my yarn is right now, and I'm just going to pull it up to where I want it, like so. And again, you could tie a knot there. I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it like that, and then I'm going to tie it to what I'm having it dangle from. This is the back of the puff stitch. Not quite as pretty as the front, but still pretty cute. Thanks for coming along, and if you like this video, make sure to support by sharing and liking and giving me a follow. Also, check out my patterns on Shopify and Etsy. Just look up Small Cotton Creations. I have over 40 different patterns. I'd love for you guys to support me by purchasing one of those when you can. They're all so heckin' cute, and I just want to keep producing more for you. So the only way I can do that is if you guys keep purchasing them so that I have the money to keep making them. I appreciate you guys. Have a great day, and yeah, keep being you.